Coming up today on Colts Connection, we take a look at one of our most popular and unusual electives. Forensic science class, EJHS Multisport student athletes take the spotlight as we look at these hard-working multitaskers. And we get a peek at some of Edgewood's craziest talents. All of this and more on today's show.
Did you know that EJHS has a lot of weird classes that other schools don't have? Well, one of them is the yearbook class. Now we will dive into what this odd class is all about.
Did you know Edgewood has a yearbook committee that consists of a small group of 7th and 8th graders along with Mrs. Millett? This is what Mrs. Millett had to say about the yearbook.
The yearbook takes all year long, but we finish it up before spring break. Our yearbook editors also participate in this as a real life project, and some of them go on to do yearbook in the high school, so this gives them a head start on that.
We asked a member of the yearbook committee to explain her opinion on the yearbook and how much she enjoys it.
It's just a new experience, and you get to do a lot of cool and interesting things that you don't get to do in other classes. I like getting to design them and then seeing your work afterwards, and it's just really cool. So depending on the type of photo we need, we have to go around either in classes, or we have to visit games, or get some in the lunchroom, and we have to go up and ask the people, and then begin. I think it's important to remember to be able to go back and look at the people in your grade and look at some memories.
Yearbook is an unusual class, but here's what Ari Vishen has to say about it.
I enjoy being part of the yearbook committee because you get to work with your friends and being able to see what you've done afterwards. It's worth it to see what you've done. Honestly, it's just a really good experience.
Have you ever wanted to solve true crime and murder cases? Forensic Science, a class in 8th grade, is a hands-on class at EJHS. You get the opportunity to explore the world of true crime and uncover mysteries with the skills you learn.
At Edgewood Junior High, there's a class not many people know about. Let's go take a closer look.
Forensic science is just a passion for me. I love watching crime shows. I love everything about solving mysteries like that. And years ago, when I was teaching, I wanted to incorporate that into my science classes. So it fit the standards, and I just love that class. If I was not a teacher, I would go into forensic science. What I want is to kind of get back to where we were pre-COVID, where we had the sheriff's department coming in. I really want to see it grow into getting more experts in to teach the kids the skills that they need for crime scene investigation, but also get them interested in different careers.
Let's go get a little bit of student view on the class.
A lot of different fields and jobs that you can do with that information about the class. So that's probably something really cool about that class, that you can get a ton of different jobs learning about that type of information.
Learning about different types of crime, because I've watched crime shows before, so it's interesting to see how some of the techniques that they use and if they're correct or not.
The goals that I have for my students are just to figure out if this is something they would like to do in the future, and to have fun and figure out just using the science skills that you need to solve a mystery. I just want to give them experience and then give them an opportunity to kind of be introduced to the topic to see if that's what they want to do in the future.
This is Maddie George from Colts Connections signing off.
How many sports do you like? Imagine playing many sports. Well, here you can listen to pros and cons of being a multi-sport athlete.
There are multiple multi-sport athletes here in EJHS. We talked with a few of them about what they do to play multiple sports.
A lot more busy while playing 2 different sports. It also affects my schoolwork. Sometimes I have to do it in homeroom.
A multisport athlete is an athlete who plays multiple sports throughout the year. Multisport athletes have to manage their time and may have to make sacrifices for another sport.
I have to manage my time well so that I can do everything that I want to do.
The transition from winter to spring sports is an exciting time here at EJHS because multiple sports will be going on at one time. So multisport athletes will have to make some sacrifices.
You don't have as much time for homework and friends and family.
Since multisport athletes have to make sacrifices to be able to play multiple sports, they also have to work hard when they practice and they learn things along the way.
It takes hard work and it doesn't come easy.
Sports teach people different types of lessons and influence people in many different ways.
I've learned how to go through adversity better.
That hard work will get you far and you'll make a lot more friends on the way.
If you play multiple sports, after school can get really busy. It can affect the time you have to do other activities.
Playing multiple sports affects my after-school life because sometimes there's a lot to do, and if I have homework, then I have to try and get it done quickly because of practice or scrimmages or games.
If you want to try out for any sports here at EJHS, check the school website to find more information about upcoming tryouts. This is Olivia Edgman from Colts Connection signing off.
Have you ever wondered about the history behind Valentine's Day? We wanted to know some pickup lines or wanted to pick up some new Valentine's Day traditions. Well, here are responses from our staff and students. You may know a lot about Valentine's Day, like that it's for loving and caring for your friends and significant others. But do you know the true origin of Valentine's Day?
I knew it was connected to a guy named Valentine, but I guess the history is a little bit like confusing and muddled. They don't exactly know who Valentine was. There were a couple of Valentines that were executed by the Roman emperor, and so maybe it came from that. There was something about priests marrying Roman soldiers who were not allowed to marry, and so that's kind of why they got executed. So I think that's kind of where the holiday is rooted, but I don't think there's one central story that historians can kind of agree on.
Remember in elementary school when all Valentine's Day was to us little squirts as a time to get candy and lots of sweet treats? Especially the fun dip.
Probably just like the hearted suckers, it's a heart, but it's a sucker.
My favorite Valentine's treat are chocolate-covered strawberries.
For most couples, Valentine's Day is the most affectionate time of the year. We interviewed staff and students at Edgewood Junior High School what pickup lines they like to use on Valentine's Day.
I don't know. I've never really used a pickup line. I've always just got the girls.
Somebody call the cops because it's illegal to look that good.
When you're as smooth as me, I don't know if I need a pickup line, right?
It turns out that not only couples like Valentine's Day. Many people like it because they get to give and receive candy and gifts from friends and family. For this story, we uncovered some of the crazy talents hidden in EJHS, including our staff and students. All ages have crazy talents. Don't be afraid to show them.
This may look like a normal school, but EJHS has tons of crazy talents.
I used to take gymnastics since I was little, but my mom said I would always do them in the grocery stores.
It's without a doubt that Mrs. Wells hasn't lost her cartwheeling ability.
Learned to clog at Indiana Dance Company.
Chloe has been clogging since early elementary. Bella does gymnastics and school cheer. Even without a basketball hoop, she still found a way to have fun.
I started doing that when I was a little kid before I had an actual basketball hoop, and that's all I could do with my basketball.
Don't let this school fool you. We have tons of crazy talents here. This is Gabby Day with Colts Connection, signing off.
Those are our stories for today. Thanks for watching and have a great Friday.